What happened to the Cavs, man?
You know what? They finally looked like the Cavs, Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, missing Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, it finally caught up with them. We were just talking about this. Golden State made some great adjustments, going with a smaller lineup. And you said it best. They just boat rushed them, kind of.
They really did. And if LeBron doesn't score 40, they don't win.
Exactly. Roll the highlights. Check this out. This is why baseline cameras will soon be gone. Watch LeBron James. Then head first into a TV camera. Ouch. It looked like a WWE chair shot. Head busted open. Nasty cut. The score, TV camera 1. LeBron James 0. Rough night for the Cavs. They looked tired, out of sync, slow. And they were down double digits in the second. Warriors came out to play. Andre Iguodala, he was the hero. Career high 22 points in the finals. Warriors win 103-102, even up the series at 2. Game 5 is Sunday night in Oakland.
You know, he came to play. He shot the ball extremely well. He had 4 threes. You know, and you know, they made a huge run, and you know, we just couldn't regather after that.
No, they couldn't. Hey, when you think of hockey in the Valley, one name comes to mind: Shane Doan. He's about to begin his 20th season with the team, and he's really been through it all, from moving to bankruptcy to the Western Conference Finals to whatever last season was. So what does the captain think about the city of Glendale giving the team the boot? 2 words: two-faced, come to mind.
The mayor has went out of his way to tweet or to shake hands with me and say hi to me and make sure he's my friend. And then to do this, it's just something that I don't understand.
Honest and direct. Shane Doan talking on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM this afternoon. Doan saying he's lost all respect for Mayor Wires and remains optimistic the team won't lead the Valley. His biggest frustration, how this will affect the team getting better. You know, the hockey part. The Coyotes are coming off a season where they finished with the 2nd worst record, and this situation doesn't help them get any better.
I want to find a way to win, and doing this makes it that much harder. It's hard enough to convince people to come play for your team when your team that had the year that we had last year, but now you do this, and obviously those damages are done self-inflicted by supposedly a partner of yours. That's that's when you're like, wow, that doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't. It's already tough for GM Don Maloney to acquire top-level free agents, considering the little money he can spend. This situation makes it near impossible. By the way, Glendale, all this costs money. Lawyers cost money. A fight over money still costs money. So what's next? Will the Coyotes leave the Valley? No. The NHL wants expansion fees, not relocation fees. They want the Phoenix television market, which is number 12 in the U.S. Bottom line, the Coyotes, they will leave. They'll leave the city of Glendale and return to their true home, downtown Phoenix. The next question is when. All right, hey, let's throw it back and end the night on this note. We're throwing it back with our very own Bruce Cooper. Found this picture in the sports office today. That's Coop right there out at Camp Totenzoa sometime in the late 90s. I'm personally a big fan of the floral pattern on his shorts. I spoke with Coop tonight. He said payback is a coming.
Hey, you know that's coming. And by the way, for all of you people that recognize the Jerry Curl ad, yeah, that was Bruce Cooper.
He was always styling, always styling.
Always styling and profiling.
That's right, Mark.
All right, Cam, thanks. We'll be right back.
Flair in the right. They will wave Puig, and he will score. The Dodgers win the ball game and sweep the series.
The comeback wasn't enough. Dodgers walk off in the 9th, and D-backs struggles continue in L.A. All right, 4 straight losses, and the D-backs find themselves at the bottom of the NL West. Thanks, L.A. Dodger Stadium is a tough place to play. For the D-backs, it's their black hole. The Dodgers sweeping the D-backs for the 3rd straight time in L.A. last night. Really the only competitive game of the series. A.J. Pollock's homer in the top of the 9th tied the game at 6, but Daniel Hudson couldn't hold it down in the bottom half of the inning. At times, the D-backs looked like a mess in L.A. The numbers, they're not very good. In the last 9 games played at Dodger Stadium, they've been outscored 47-19. Losing all 9 of those. Now, don't blame Goldie for the D-backs' offensive slump. He's hit 17 career home runs off the Dodgers, including 10 in L.A. The D-backs are off today. They'll open up a 3-game series against the Giants tomorrow. Hey, the Suns continue to get ready for the NBA draft. They wrapped up their pre-draft workouts today out at U.S. Airways Center. In total, they've brought in almost 80 guys throughout the past month. Now, they hold the 13th pick in the draft, and they talked about trading it, but that might not be the case.
I think it's unlikely we'd add like an additional first-round pick this year or drop down in the draft. And you know, obviously take those calls if they come to us, but we're comfortable with where we are at 13. We like the pool of players we think will be there. So that's the plan as of today, but, you know, as I mentioned, closer to the draft, you never know what's going to happen.
The NBA draft is 2 weeks from tonight. Hey, if you did not respect LeBron James before now, you will. What James is doing right now is truly Michael Jordan-like. LeBron is elevating everyone's game around him, and he's doing most of the scoring. James played in 142 minutes so far in the NBA Finals, scoring 123 points. For you math majors out there, that's 41 points a game. Well, LeBron is getting most of the attention. The true hero is this guy right here, Cavs point guard Matthew Dellavedova. His hustle is stealing the show. During the regular season, Delly only averaged 20 minutes a game. In the last 2 NBA final games, he's averaging 40. And after game 3, Delly was hospitalized with cramps. He blamed it on a cup of coffee he had in the pregame. Safe to say, he doesn't need that energy boost anymore.
I think having 20,000 screaming fans is probably a little bit stronger than a cup of coffee.
I mean, whatever he has in the tank, he's going to give it all. And if he has to go to dehydration and cramping again, I think he'd probably do it again.
Gosh, he's been fun to watch. The Cavs leads the series 2-1. Game 3 is tonight at 6 o'clock. And things got a little interesting in the Padres and Braves game today. Matt Kemp got drilled on the arm. Oh, bat flip there. He's not very happy. Had some words for Braves pitcher Julian Trejan, and then the benches started to clear. Then watch umpire Jordan Baker right here. Boom! Pins Kemp to the ground. Keep in mind, Baker isn't just any umpire. He's the tallest ump in the majors at 6'7". He weighs 240. Don't mess with it. The team's cooled off, and there was no brawl.
Any wrestling in his background at all?
Yeah, the big fella. I don't know if there's wrestling, but looked like it. Hey, coming up at 6 o'clock, Shane Doan talks on the radio this afternoon. His first comment since all this happened. We'll have that at 6. Some interesting words from the captain.
Safe to say he's not happy?
Not happy.
All right.
The mayor has went out of his way to tweet or to shake hands with me and say hi to me and make sure he's my friend. And then to do this, it's just something that I don't understand.
I suggest Mayor Wires will think twice before shaking Shane Doan's hand again. By now, you've all heard the city of Glendale has kicked the Coyotes out of Gila River Arena. What's next? The Dayton court to appeal, of course. So is the team leaving the Valley? The captain says, not so fast. That's the biggest question right now. And really, no one has the answer to that. Rumors of moving to Seattle and Vegas are out there. So is a possible return to downtown, even staying in Glendale. But Shane Doan believes this team isn't going anywhere. On Arizona Sports 98.7 FM this afternoon, Doan rather optimistic about their future here.
I think in the end it's going to be great. Everything's going to work out good. I'm as positive as ever about the Coyotes, and I think that there's absolutely no worries about us leaving the state of Arizona or going anywhere, but at the same time, it's just really disappointing that you have to deal with that.
I like it. Hey, tonight at 10, how this whole situation affects the most important thing, winning. All right, the Arizona Diamondbacks sit in last place in the NL West, losers of 4 in a row. And there's no doubt about it. Their starting pitching is to blame. How about these numbers? It's a big problem. Check this out. Let's start with the innings problem. The D-back starters, no D-back starter, has completed 7 full innings since Chase Anderson went 8 innings against the Marlins back on May the 20th. The D-backs have played 20 games since then. One key thing happened early on in this stretch. The loss of catcher Tuffy Gosowich. Tuffy blew out his ACL on May the 27th. Since then, D-back starters have an ERA at 6.38 and have allowed 17 home runs in 14 games. Here's Chip Hale on the importance between catcher and pitcher relationships, and now that the D-backs are breaking in 2 new catchers the past few weeks.
It's not easy. I said it last night. It's very difficult for a guy to come in with no spring training with a group.
What's the hardest part about that?
Just knowing what those guys like to lean on in pitches and the movement of their pitches. You'll see sometimes with Archie, even last night, I had a hard time catching a few of them because of the movement. And you learn that stuff through spring training.
The starters' woes lead to the bullpen being overused. In fact, the D-backs relievers, they lead baseball for most innings pitched with 212. That's a lot. That's not a category you want to be number 1 in. They're off today. They open a 3-game series against the Giants tomorrow. Hey, the Cardinals are officially on summer vacation. Bruce Arians ending minicamp early because he feels like his team is training camp ready. So for the next 6 weeks, players will have a lot of downtime to themselves. So Bruce Arians' final message to his team, don't mess up what we have going.
It's a longer break than normal. I know they'll show up in great shape. the big thing is don't be a distraction during that time. Don't cost the team anything. Don't be the guy.
Definitely don't be the guy. Real quick, what y'all think of Shane Doan's comment?
You know what? I feel so bad. You know, he's the original Coyote, came with the team from Winnipeg, and now this. It just breaks my heart.
I know.
We'll be right back.